Constitutional Court. They don't have a representative here as yet, but we spoke to the spokesperson earlier on, and they've indicated that there will be a press briefing immediately after this ruling, round about 12 o'clock, and the public protector as well will not be at this ruling. There will be a press briefing as well later on, just after this court ruling in Pretoria at the office of the public protector. We also have Bantu Olomisa from the UDM. We also saw COPE spokesperson Dennis Bloom earlier on, also here at the Constitutional Court. Both those two parties are not applicants in this matter, but right now I'm joined by the Deputy Public Protector, Kevin Malunga, who is sitting in for the Public Protector, who have indicated will not be here to listen into this ruling. Certainly, as everybody's been saying, that this is a landmark case and we will get clarity around the powers of the Public Protector.
Absolutely. This is a great day for constitutional democracy in South Africa, in the sense that there will be clarification once and for all as to how you engage these various pillars of our democracy, these various pillars of accountability. You may be aware that the Constitution makes it very clear that the courts are the final arbiters of disputes, which is what is happening today. And of course, there was an acknowledgement by the founders of the Constitution that the courts alone cannot do it. And government cannot be allowed to be a law unto itself ultimately. So that is why these institutions were created. There was an understanding that there shouldn't be a state that becomes too powerful or becomes too insensitive and so forth, or irresponsible in many ways. So hence these institutions. It's a great day which also affirms that the rule of law is at work in South Africa, in the sense that we don't take out machetes and start chopping each other up. We take things to court, we take things to the public protector. And what I want to plead with South Africans out there is, once you see this at work, bring things to us. Don't shoot each other. I will give you an example in Bloemfontein. And of course, I think Durban and here in Gauteng, I've actually been handling matters involving taxi drivers. You sit around a table and we resolve these things using the law and policy. So that is the spirit in which we want to see things moving on. And of course, even service delivery. And in other words, and it should also be a lesson to government itself to say, look, you have to be accountable. These are public resources and all. These are things, there's got to be a sense of responsibility. I have no doubt that the government has that spirit in mind. But there's always a sense of an official who is irresponsible or who wants to please the boss and gets carried away and goes too far. And these are the things that have to be reined in, because this is ultimately the future of this country at play.
And just speaking politically, the Office of the Public Protector has also come after a lot of criticism. If you consider this case, especially the Nkandla case, the ANC back in 2014 accusing the Public Protector of trying to sway voters ahead of the general elections back in 2014. There was also the issue around the timing of the release, and we saw that the executive taking the Public Protector to court, trying to stop the release of the report. How do you ensure that the relationship between government and the Public Protector, and certainly the political parties, are amended?
I think there have been a lot of lessons learned all the way around. We have learned ours, and I certainly hope and believe that the state and the various political parties have learned theirs. We operate in terms of the Constitution, Chapter 9 of the Constitution, without fear or favor. We do our work and perform our mandate in line with the law and facts and principles and policies. If you read reports of the Public Protector, they are not thumbsucks. They are well researched. They are written by very qualified, very skilled investigators. We as Public Protector, Deputy Public Protector and Public Protector, we are heads of the institution. We lead a team, and I think that's what the narrative has to, that is never brought out. And these things are not just people dreaming things up. We don't complain to ourselves. We work with complaints that come into the system, and every South African is our stakeholder. And certainly a suggestion that the work is political is actually quite naive and quite unfortunate. And I hope that the political discourse will certainly improve in future. This is an institution that was created to safeguard South Africans, everyone. And you'll be surprised that sometimes even senior officials in government themselves come to us when they feel that they've been ill-treated by the same government. So it's sometimes it could be Aldrin Sampear who says, no, SABC has not treated me right. So it's everyone who really comes. It's everybody's kitchen, so to speak, and we guard that quite jealously.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, that is the Deputy Public Protector, Kevin Malunga, there speaking around the expectations of the Public Protector. And one thing that you should note is that the Public Protector, as the term comes to an end later this year, around about October, she is expected to launch a book. So certainly we might get some details around how this Nkandla matter has impacted not only the work of the public officer, but also the work of her personal life as well. Right now, let's go to a quick ad break and we'll continue with the coverage from the Constitutional Court around the Nkandla judgment. We can now go to a quick ad break.